everyone. It's 126 days to the 2023 election. Woo! The days are just going so fast. What are you doing to ensure that your candidate gets into office? As citizens, you also can do something. We must participate in the election and also participate in governance. While we do countdown, we also read from the Electoral Act 2022, and now we are on section 29. Section 29 is talking about submission of list of candidates and their affidavits by political parties, and this section is actually a bit long, so this might take some time. So let's get into it. Subsection 1 of Section 29 of the Electoral Act 2022 says every political party shall not later than 180 days before the date appointed for a general election under this act submit to the commission in the prescribed forms the list of the candidates the party proposes to sponsor at the elections who must have emerged from valid primaries conducted by the political party. Subsection 2 says the list or information submitted by each candidate shall be accompanied by an affidavit sworn to by the candidate at the Federal High Court of a state, a Federal Capital Territory, or Federal Capital Territory, indicating that he or she has fulfilled all the constitutional requirements for election into that office. So after bringing your documents and everything, you're supposed to go in and swear to an affidavit. And if you swear under oath, if you swear under oath and then there is a lie, it's actually punishable. And what do they call that thing? Is that there's a name for it? Is that perjury? There's actually a name for it. Please help me in the comment section with that name. You know, we're always learning every day. There's something when you lie under oath. I can't remember what it is, but there is a name for it. So the subsection 3 of section 29 says the commission shall within 7 days of the receipt of the personal particulars of the candidate publish same in the constituency where the candidate intends to contest the election. And we have subsection 4 says any person who may apply to the commission for a copy of nomination form, affidavit, and any other document submitted by a candidate at an election, and the commission shall, upon payment of a prescribed fee. This looks a bit strange. The way, you know, the thing about English, and or is whatever, it can change the meaning of something. So let me read that again. It says any person may apply to the commission for a copy of nomination form, affidavit, and any other document submitted by a candidate at an election, and the commission shall, upon payment of a prescribed fee, issue such with a certified copy of the document within 14 days. Okay, there's a comma. Okay, so that comma, if that comma wasn't there, it would sound as if it's the commission that should do the payment. So that comma shall, so upon payment, so you put it, and you see how this is what it is when it comes people that do this thing. It's not easy. Law, everything will matter a lot. So that means somebody can go and say, okay, this candidate, I want to see what are the things that they have submitted, what are the details they put in, and then you pay some fees and you get it there. Subsection 5 says any aspirant who participated in the primaries of his political party who has reasonable grounds to believe that any information given by his political party's candidate in the affidavit or any document submitted by that candidate in relation to his constitutional requirements to contest the election is false, may file a suit at the Federal High Court against that candidate seeking a declaration that the information contained in the affidavit is false. Where the court, so this is subsection 6, it says, where the court determines that any of the information contained in the affidavit is false, so it's not as if the thing that is not needed, maybe you put it there extra. No, those ones that are constitutionally needed, only as it relates to constitutional requirements of eligibility, the court shall issue an order disqualifying the candidate and the sponsoring political party, and then declare the candidate with the second highest number of valid votes and who satisfies the constitutional requirement as the winner of the election. This is quite interesting. So there are so many things. Somebody has submitted something that is false. You can go to court. You can get this done. And interestingly, I think a high court has declared that Adamawa State APC does not have a candidate. I really didn't follow that case, and I don't know on what basis they went to court, but it just disqualified everybody. It didn't even say the second highest vote and all of that should get in. So we have quite interesting times, and a lot of, because of this electoral act, and a lot of people are not following it like our normal politicians will say, oh, they'll do anything anyhow. Many people will be disqualified based on the law. It's going to be interesting times as we go on in the Nigerian election. But we still have two more subsections to read. Subsection 7 says, a candidate for an election shall, at the time of submitting the prescribed form, furnish the Constitution with an identifiable address in the state where he or she intends to contest the election, at which address all documents and court processes from either the commission or any other person shall be served on him or her. So you must have an address. It's not the one that they will not know where to go and serve you court papers or send something to you, and they don't want a PO box. And then we have subsection 8. It says, a political party which presents to the commission the name of a candidate who does not meet the qualifications stipulated in this section commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 10 million naira. It didn't say up to 10 million. It says 10 million naira straight up. If you go and bring in candidates who you know are not qualified, that they normally do before, they'll just fine you 10 million naira. That's it, straight up. And you know, this document is really so interesting. Yeah, that's it. We've gotten to the end of section 29 of the Electoral Act 2022. It's been a long video. Thank you anyway for being here. Thank you for just staying on. I mean, it's already long anyway, but let me just make it a bit longer and say, look, citizens, at the end of the day, we are really the ones who own this country. We're the ones who will make a difference. We're the ones who, at the end of the day, will be able to say, look, we can do it. And if we put our all together, we will be able to do it. Don't be afraid. Don't stay away. Participate in the electoral process. Participate in governance. At the end of the day, we will work together, both citizens and politicians and those elected into office, to be able to get a great nation where every one of us will be proud, where every one of us will be happy, where every one of us will feel valued, where every one of us will have enabling environment for us to work, where every one of us, we will know that whatever we put in, that indeed we'll be able to get, we were able to get back, not the one that you're working so hard and you're not getting anywhere, and people who aren't doing anything are the ones getting there. There will be equity, you know, there will be equity. And so let's keep working for the great nation. Thank you so much. Bye.